Okay, Coach, this storied franchise in Dallas and their fans are hungry and hopeful to add another championship banner in the rafters as we settle in for some playoff football at AT&T Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight, double tight. Four down.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 50, Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
We ain't giving him nothing to check 3, check 3. Hey!
Now a run with McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Tighten up, tighten up.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
36, 36. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. 26.
They'll run with Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
All day, every day, any day. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Here we go, 47. Hop on. At 25 to Mike. We're going 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Cooper's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
47. Mike, 54. Mike, we're going to 54. Watch the twist. Undercrunch. Here we go. Going to 54. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. We're going to 54. Football. Kill. 26.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
What's that? Look at it. I hope you brought your looks because I'm about to take you to school. Check. Gun.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
I'm going back to you.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Right here. Here we go, going to 54. Going to 54. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. On the return comes Cobb.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready? 780. Okay, just like that. Ready? Ready? Check.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Newton. He's going to go up top for, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. To throw is Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A first down throw for Prescott. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, looks like they were thinking the same thing you were. You mentioned maybe being able to hit them with some screens, but they were ready.
Yeah, it's not just the guys who have the headsets on offense that do the thinking, right? They saw, they understood what they did, and said, you know something, how would you try to play it against us? And they were ready for it.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's got the connection to Cooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
47. Watch the ship. Under. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Now Elliott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try again with Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defense is played, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Newton now to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Panthers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At 25 to Mike. Cut. At 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Here we go again. Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in this last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Kill.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Here we go. And let's pin the mirror. Here we go. Kill. Mike 59. Check.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he's going to go down again. K'Wan Short providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Cobb to return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready? Ready? Check. Watch it before. 8. Ready?
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A gain there of 21 yards.
58,
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They go to Elliott again. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Down to lose one. We're going to 53.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Watch
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
We're going to 54.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And that's one of the reasons you like the blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
It's a keeper with Prescott.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper, and now it's second down.
Hey, here we go. 480. Check, 59. Right here. Hey, 47. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 32 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Tight ends on Ringo. Got three.
Throwing again. Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Panthers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to run.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Again, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Newton to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton and Olsen here with a connection.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Check 3, check 3. Check. 8.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter if it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Count. 47. Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Check 59. 26.
Now Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third and long for Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 47. 26.
Prescott to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the safety creep. Switch. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. Crunch. Shit. We're going to 54.
He's back to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Go. Get out there. Then we're going to 53. Check safety. Check. Here we go, going to 54, 26.
Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but it'll be 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mike's 59. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball. Check 59. Mike is 59. Then we're going to 53. Watch the screen. Back. Check 3. Then we're going to 54. Check 24. Check 50. Check 50.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
We're going to 54. Line in. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Line in. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Then we're going to 53. He's checking crash. Undercrutch. 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 26.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's now 4th down.
And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.